Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Deja Vu here, and we are headed to the fourth set of STX Seoul versus Woongjin Stars here in the Winners League playoffs, the quarterfinals, the 3-4 match. We've got Seolki for Woongjin Stars coming away with 2 wins after Cal took the first game off of MVP. Seolki able to take down Cal, and ZVZ specialist Mazdi. He's going to be the Zerg player at the top right. Hero for STX Seoul. What the heck? Hero is playing here for STX Seoul in the bottom right in yellow, and Seolki in the top right in blue. What is Hero doing? Why is Hero in this game? This is mass confusion for me. Unlike Seolki, who's an unknown entity, Hero is a known entity. He's played about 100 games, and everyone knows he sucks at everything other than Protoss. He's awful. He's awful versus Terran, and really bad versus Zerg. I don't know why they're doing this. I wonder if STX Seoul even knows who their own players are right now, because this is not the time to be using Hero. But the only time Hero should be used in this series is if, like, Free or Guemchi needed to be picked off. If they, like, one of them 2-killed or something, and you just needed to kill them off, then you could use Hero. That's about it. This is a huge error in my opinion. We've got, I think this is an overgas build from Seolki. Yeah, it is an overgas build from Seolki, and it looks like Hero, what's he going for? It looks like overpool? Yep, overpool with gas. So Seolki's going to have a little bit more gas. His spawning pool will be slightly later, not enough to be significant by any stretch of the means. There is the spawning pool from Seolki. So I actually like the overgas build, but I find that it actually works out usually pretty darn well for players. I don't know why it's not used. It's actually, I would say it's usually a decent bit, actually. But I'm surprised it's not used more often than the overpool build, why people still favor the overpool build. But the difference in terms of you getting your layer up is minuscule, just a few seconds. But and that few seconds never really matters when it comes to Meatless. Whereas, you know, a few extra seconds of gas mining, that's 16, 24 more gas. Maybe even 32 more gas, depending upon how long it took, and that can be helpful. That can definitely you know, get you a scourge out, maybe a few critical seconds earlier, that sort of thing. So that's kind of cool. I like that. I like the overgas build. I think it's just personal preference. I don't think either one really has a significant advantage over the other. It's just little things. But just going back to this, I still just can't believe Hero's playing. I like Hero. I do. He's good versus Protoss. He's like a little mini July. But I just don't understand why he's in this game against Seolki. It just doesn't make much sense to me. And the big thing to me out of this is that should he find a way to beat Seolki, Hero, yeah, you're not going to send out Free if you are Woongjin Stars. But I would say both Quanro and Zero would wipe the floor with Hero's ZVZ. Like, it probably would not be pretty unless Hero got a build order win. It probably wouldn't be very pretty to watch. Both those guys are very good at the matchup, and they'd probably just destroy Hero. So unless STX Seoul is like hoping that Hero can like get 2 random ZVZ build order victories, that's about all they can really go for. All they can really be hoping for here. Got a lot of Zerglings out actually for both players. It looks like 8 to 10 Zerglings for both players. Spire started for Hero, and for Seolki, Spires also started. So both of them have their Spires going. Like I said, it's just a couple seconds behind for Seolki. Not significant in any way, shape, or form. Neither player going for a second hatchery yet. That is really important to note. At least neither player going for a second hatchery, which is interesting. Looks like Seolki sending a couple Zerglings around the top of the map. Going to try and maybe do an interesting little scout. Going to try and wrap around and see if there's any stray Zerglings, looking for some flanks. Gonna try and get a scout in, and if those 2 Zerglings, you know, get into Hero's base, they could definitely get a kill or 2 pretty quickly, and we'll see if Hero's able to detect this. But Hero's gonna have nothing of it. Look at that. That is actually a really nice wall in from Hero, and he's not going to lose anything to those 2 Zerglings. Spires are almost complete. It looks like neither player really dedicating anything to hatcheries at all. This is all going to be one hatch mute-up play. So, yeah, both players going for mirror builds. It's pretty surprising considering that they're, well, maybe not so surprising because the natural expansion that you'd want to take is really not that good because it doesn't really defend your choke if you put a hatchery there. So, if you're going to go for a second hatchery, it would almost have to be in your main. Just because on Judgment Day, your natural hatchery, if you put it near the choke, is really minor only, so in ZVZ, who cares? And, yeah. But two Zerglings for Hero trying to sneak through. And actually do sneak through. Hero able to sneak a couple of Zerglings in. So if they get a kill, that could be really, really big. They are pretty damaged, and I don't think they're going to be able to. One Zergling being picked off pretty easily. Yeah, they are not going to get any kills. And yeah, both of them go down. Hero not able to do much of anything. Just getting a scout in, but at least Hero knows that they have mirror builds. Where Sulky's not really sure. First Mutalisks are out here for Hero, and they're moving around. First Mutalisks are now out for Sulky as well. And it looks like Sulky, they has found the Mutalisk for Hero, and both players throwing down hatcheries at almost the exact same time at the Natch expansions. And yeah, not as defendable. You can kind of see that it's a pretty wide open choke to get there, and that really gives you two chokes almost to defend because your main choke is really, really big. And yeah, it looks like is that a drone that actually died for Hero? Did that drone actually die? I don't know. I thought he was setting up for a hatchery. It looks like a drone may have actually died there for Hero. Maybe not. Kind of confusing there. And let's see, what have we got here? We got Zerglings wandering around the map, and the Mutalisk not choosing to engage right now. It looks like both players just wanting to macro up bigger forces before they engage. And kind of weird in ZVZ, you don't normally see very passive ZVZs. Usually once you get Mutalisk, you go. You go, Bor. You go for it. See what happens. And yeah, hatchery is going up there, so I guess the drone must not have died. But yeah, we are going to see some passive ZVZ. Honestly, passive ZVZ is really boring because the builds, especially when they're mirror builds like this, both of them are doing the exact same thing, building the exact same units, and it all comes down to when they decide to move out. And when everyone keeps all their forces at home, there's really nothing going on, and there isn't even like a tech choice change or tech choice difference to even talk about or anything. But it looks like Hero's finally pushing out here, getting out all of his Zerglings. His Mutalisks are kind of still in the middle of the map. I'm not really sure why they're not pushing out, but kind of in the middle of the map. Oh, wow, a couple of Zerglings for Sulky have snuck into Hero's base. Looks like they're going to get a drone kill. They got one drone kill, and actually could have got a second drone kill if they wanted to. Got a second drone kill. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And here comes a big fight. And a couple Scourge actually look like they might have landed for Sulky, but it looks like Hero's got more Zerglings in there, and he's actually going to win the Zergling battle. Hero's won the Zergling battle, but Sulky is killing drones left and right. Looks like the Spire for Sulky is going to go down, but I can't tell who has more Mutalisks, whether it's Sulky or Hero. Looks like Hero's brought in a couple of Scourges as well to try and defend. Now Sulky's going to start losing drones as well. Hero, both players losing lots and lots of drones. Actually, Sulky doing a little bit better job of keeping them alive, but no, both players have lost mass numbers of drones, but Sulky has 2 Mutalisks alive. Sulky has 2 Mutalisks alive, but no Spire. Hero has no Mutalisks alive, but he has a Spire. Does he have the minerals to produce anything? No, he does not. This game looks like it's over. It looks like it's over. I think Hero has gotten this. Has run out of minerals. I think he may be out, and yeah, otherwise we'd be seeing things being produced by him, and now drones being picked off by these Mutalisks, the last couple drones. I think that's it. We didn't see anything being produced out of those larvae for Hero, so he must not have anything left. That was pretty crazy. No one has any drones. No one has any drones. Look at this. There's no drones on the map. There's no drones. Unless there's like one Sulky drone at the main, sorry. There's no drones. And Sulky can go finish this. Go, Sulky. Go, 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 Sulky. Finish this. There's one drone for Sulky at his main. But this is over. This game is over. Sulky just needs to move his Mutalisks into position and finish this. And I'm not really sure why Hero's still in this. But he is. Because he can't actually win. Realistically, because you know, like if you want to go into like mass theory, like say both players had no Zerglings left, and Hero had like 4. Oh, Hero does have a Mutalisk left. Where the hell did that Mutalisk come from? I didn't even see it, but it gets picked off. That's it. That's that. I didn't even see that Mutalisk. But if you go into mass theory and say that, like, you know, Hero's got a bunch of Zerglings and all there is left is like 2 Muta for Sulky. Well, the thing is that Sulky can keep 1 Muta at home to defend his buildings, and the other Muta slowly picks off the buildings for Hero, and it's over. So, theory crafting either doesn't give you any way for Hero to really win this game. And there's GG from Hero. So Sulky getting a 3 kill. WTF, mate. Sulky getting a 3 kill against his 3rd kill coming against Hero. So I guess we're going to have to see Calm now, which means there's no Washin being used, no shuttle for STX Soul, which is kind of unfortunate. This is just such a weird game. We're not going to see, well, I don't know. I mean, unless, well, Calm should be able to beat Sulky, but we're going to have to see Calm's going to have to beat Sulky, and then he's going to have to beat Quandro and Zero. So I think Calm's going to have to win 3 CVZs in a row to come away with a victory here. We'll see if Calm's got it. Calm is good. Calm is Very good, but is he 3-kill good? We will find out.